we're beginning to see some movement here around the podium. We expect some sort of announcement shortly. A small group of people have gathered here, and yes, I can see something now is about to happen. We're going to bring it all to you live down here on the steps of the gallows. We expect an announcement of some kind here. Okay, we're being told now it has something to do with a history of horns.
I don't want to fight, I don't have much time. It's hard out there, can't you see? Can't sleep, no rest. Finding out you're all alone and you have to live with what you did. It's the same story. People saying, keep going, hang in there, man. But it ain't right. You go and get it and bring it back if it means so much to you. It's all the same to me. It won't change anything after I'm gone. It's nice to think it'll make a difference, but it's like flying over the ocean in an airplane in the middle of the night. You can either try and see it, look down, or sit back and know it's there in the back of your mind. But you can't just not be aware of it at all. Think about the horns, the history of horns and how they got their names. The king, the soldier, the warrior, the hunter, the call to battle. It's in our blood, our bones feel it. You think the trumpet and the trombone, the tuba, they just take the sax, made of brass, but played with a reed. There go a woodwind. No one would confuse this with an instrument of war, unless you consider love to be an act of war. I know I do. I know a lot of people do. Do you? I don't even know if I'm awake or I'm asleep, 'cause it's all over Jane, all over Jane. Someone got excited and they called a state police, and it'd be all over Jane, all over Jane. I don't even know if I'm awake or I'm asleep, because it's all over Jane, all over Jane. Someone got excited and they called a state police, and it'd be all over Jane, all over Jane. Now boarding flight 704. This is your captain speaking. We're gonna turn down the cabin lights, get it nice and comfy and cozy in here. Why don't you take out that novel you purchased from the Hudson News? You know, the one not too challenging, just some piece of crap. Here's your complimentary drink. Try and relax. You're in the anonymity of an airplane. It's like a mall or a hotel, just a little less business-like. Come on, feel good about yourself. You're traveling at 600 miles per hour. Say that out loud, and don't freak out, don't do it. Just try not to move so much you don't want to disturb your fellow passengers. Oh, and if you should start to feel uncomfortable in your seat, surrounded by sleeping people, yourself wide awake, paralyzed with fear and anxiety, and you start to think if anyone saw you right now, they would just see some lost person hurtling in the middle of the sky in the middle of the night. Don't lose control. Think about the horns, the history of horns, how they got their names, the queen, the soldier, the hunter, the warrior. It's a call to battle, it's in our blood, our bones feel it. The first horns were used to frighten our enemies or signal our friends. Before they accompanied the orchestra, they accompanied the hunter as they moved into the deep dark forest. Soon they were adopted by rituals and ceremonies, and they re-emerged, reinvented to solemnize and harmonize and cauterize our bleeding souls with music. Oh, is that the sun? Is that the moon? Is that the sax? Made of brass, but played with a reed. There go a woodwind. Oh, no one would confuse this with an instrument of war, unless you consider love to be an act of war. I know I do. A lot of people do. Do you? Here above the clouds. Here above the clouds where the sun and the moon shine every day, and the angels and the rebels join alike to make a joyful noise. calling out, letting go, making waves, screaming for your life, fighting for help. When the horns blow, it's people rising up, making love, making war. And when two horn blowers get together, they push forward the history of horns. Join me together as we celebrate the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Capital Gold. The greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Capital Gold. The greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s.